Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Ab-stract, and this is the Ab-stract section. So in this series, we're going to be rereading the Bleach Manga. So if you enjoy how I speak, if you enjoy my reading voice, my talking voice, etc., join me as we reread Bleach and get caught up for Core 3 and everything else. So let's get started. So the scene opens up 2:23 a.m. Friday in Karakura Town. We see Rukia looks like using some type of keto spell, and she says, "I feel it here. Strange. I sense enormous spirit energy." Now this is interesting because is she talking about a hollow right now, or is she talking about Ichigo? We know that Ichigo already has enormous... Well, we'll see. Let's get into it. So the next scene opens up with a guy bloody on the ground. We see we're in Karakura Town now. It's 7:30 p.m. on a Friday. What the? You come here, stomp little Yama in the face, and order us out like we was dogs? You crazy punk? Got a death wish? Speak! As the thugs are talking to Ichigo. Say something, you! And Ichigo, of course, kicks this guy in the face because he ain't got time for none of this stuff. Lord Buddha, he dropped Lil Toshi. This is messed up. Real messed up. That's one bloodthirsty berryhead. That guy's a total stone cold psycho. Mess with him and he'll kill you. Ichigo says, "Shut up. All of you chumps, look at that." And we see the vase on the ground. Question 1. What's that? You, smelly looking dude. You tell me. Huh? Me? He thinks to himself, smelly. An offering for some dead kid? Check out the brain on Smelly. And then Ichigo kicks him in the face. Lil Mitch, he screams. Question 2. Lil Mitch. Oh wait, question 2. You okay, Lil Mitch? He says to his friend, Lil Mitch. Why is that vase lying on its side? That's cause we knocked it over with our skateboards. Is that so? Then you better apologize to her, hadn't you? And as we can see, the spirit girl is all bloody, and I'm not too sure what's floating above her, but she's bloody, and that's interesting. It makes me think, is the blood correlating to them disrespecting her memorial and that caused some type of spiritual damage to her? Or was she attacked by a hollow, or did they attack her without even knowing it? Right? It's very interesting. We're sorry. Don't hurt us. We'll never do it again. I don't think they'll be back. Sorry for using you like that. That's okay. I asked you to get rid of them. I was glad to help, says Ichigo. Then Ichigo says, I'll bring fresh flowers tomorrow. Okay, thank you. Now I can rest in peace. Now I can rest peacefully. No problem. Yeah, you rest in peace. So this is just going out its way to show us what kind of guy Ichigo is, right? He sees the memorial he made, or someone made, for this little girl. Well, I'm guessing he made. He said, I'll bring more flowers, right? So, yeah. He cares about the spirits just as well as any other person, and that's evident as he's protecting her. So Ichigo's inner monologue. It's true. I can see and talk with ghosts. My family runs the local clinic. We're entrusted with the lives of the living. Maybe there's some connection there. And that's very interesting when you consider the fact that his family is descendants of Soul Reapers, and Soul Reapers are entrusted with the lives of the living by defeating Hollows and performing Kansai. Very, very sneaky there, Kubo. I was born with the ability to see the souls of the departed. So as we follow Ichigo, he's headed home. I'm home. You're late, as Ishin kicks Ichigo in the head. Do you know what time it is, delinquent? Dinner in this house is at 7 o'clock sharp every night. Jerk, is that how you greet your son who just helped a ghost find peace? No excuses. The rules of my house are iron. You break them, you gotta bleed. Ichigo and Ishin's dynamic is very hilarious. Gotta love it. Or maybe you want to rub it in my face that you can see spirits, or you can see ghosts and I can't. Why can't I have the gift? Why? Ichigo says, shut up. I didn't ask for it. Yuzu says, please stop fighting. Dinner's getting cold. Let them fight, Yuzu. Leaves more for us, says Karin. Your rules are way too strict. Decent fathers don't make their teenage sons be home by 7 o'clock. Ichigo, I think you have a new friend haunting you. Hey, so this ghost comes out of nowhere. Geez, when did you... I exercise one and another latches onto me. Crap. He sees them, talks to them, touches them, and channels them. A quadruple threat. Must be a pain, Strawberry, to be in such high demand. But you know. Now, this comment from Karin is very interesting. Because it intimates that it intimates that normally you wouldn't be able to see, touch, or channel spirits at all. And I'm particularly interested in touching them because this would tell us that ghosts in this world are intangible. But that's going to come up later, so we'll see. We're bound to be a little envious of you, Ichigo. They're just blurry shapes to me. I'd love to see one clearly. Not me. I don't believe in ghosts, as Karin slowly sips her juice, tea, or soup. Huh? You see them too, Karin. Only Daddy can't. Dummy. I'm in permanent denial. If I refuse to believe in them, it's like they don't exist. So here's my latest plan. Want to flirt with ghosts while being caressed by the first breeze of summer? A limited engagement for the month of May. The Kazuizara Ghost Panic. Damn it, Karin. You're not making money off my grief. I'm not a freak show. So we got Karin trying to pimp Ichigo out for his spiritual gifts. Then Ishin comes over again, dropped your guard, and he puts him in an armbar. And then we get Ichigo's inner monologue. For real, I've been able to see ghosts for as long as I can remember. I see the dead as well as I see the living. So this tells us that the dead and the living have no physical distinction between the two of them. Probably aside from like spiritual volume, which he's not able to see that yet, but that's probably the only thing that like makes them different in his eyes. So that's it. I'm going to bed. Oh, Ichigo, he left. It's your fault, Dad. What did I do? Ichigo's been under a lot of pressure lately. He told me more ghosts than ever have been haunting him. He's fed up. What? He talks about stuff like that with you? I'll take some supper up to his room later. That boy, why doesn't he come to me with his problems? Are you serious? I wouldn't bring my problems to you either. You're over 40, yet possess the emotional maturity of a preschooler. Aww, Mother, maybe it's because they've hit puberty, but our daughters treat me like dirt. What should I do? First, take down that stupid memorial picture. So we see Karin is still a little hurt over her mother's death, because no child would even ever say that. Geez, why is my family so weird? A black swallowtail butterfly? Where'd it come from? So Ichigo notices a hell butterfly. As he looks, he sees a woman in a black kimono standing on his desk with a sword. What the? And she pays him no mind at all. Rukia is totally and solely focused on whatever she came here to focus on. It's close. How's that for close, jerk off? As Ichigo kicks her in the butt. You're pretty cocky for a burglar, ain't ya? What's close? The safe? Is that burglar speak or something? You can see me? And you kicked me? Huh? Stop yammering. Heck yeah, I can see you. Quiet, boy. Stop jumping around up here. Ishin comes up out of nowhere and kicks Ichigo in the back. How can I be quiet when I'm subduing intruders? Look at this. Where's our home security? Huh? Look at who? What? Huh? The chick in the samurai gear. Rukia says it's no use. Normal people cannot see me. I am a soul reaper. Next scene, we get back to the hollow, or to a hollow. Blood splatters out of nowhere. He's covered in blood, and he says, near, much spirit energy nearby. And sadly, we can see the girl Ichigo saved this morning was the one that was attacked by the Hollow. That's your story? Now, cutting back to Ichigo's family and his dad after Ichigo kicked him out of his room. That's your story? Ichigo hit me hard. Daddy's upset. You're a Soul Reaper, and you came all the way from this Soul Society thing to vanquish an evil spirit. That makes sense. So yeah, Ichigo saying that's your story, talking to Rukia, but Ishin is talking to his kids, and so I see what's happening. It's a dual scene. Ichigo hit me hard, Daddy's upset. There, you asked for it. And then Ichigo talks to Rukia. You came all the way from the Soul Society thing to vanquish an evil spirit. That makes sense. Are you out of your freaking mind? What? Rukia exclaims. You insolent, you can see ghosts, yet you do not believe in Soul Reapers? Of course not. I've never seen a Soul Reaper before. I don't believe anything until I see it with my own peepers. Since Dad couldn't see you, you're probably not living, but go play Soul Reaper somewhere else. Got that, you little snot? You dare speak that way to me? Binding spell, the first, Sai. So that would be Bakudo number 1, Sai. And Ichigo gets restrained. Ow, 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 ow. Crazy girl, what did you do? It is useless to struggle. This is Kido, the demon way. A high-level spell only a Soul Reaper can cast. Despite my appearance, I've lived 10 of your lives, yet you dare to call me little snot? I would kill an insolent fool like you, but provisional spirit law forbids unauthorized executions. I will let you off with a minor case of paralysis this time. Be grateful, little snot. So Rukia takes her sword and starts to, I'm guessing, ram it downwards. Ichigo says, wait. And she hits the ghost that has been haunting him and performs Konsai on him. What? No, I don't want to go to hell. What awaits you is not hell, it is the Soul Society. Unlike hell, it is a restful place, as he starts to dissipate and I'm guessing head to the Soul Society. What? What happened? Where's the ghost? I sent him to the Soul Society. I performed Konsai, the soul funeral. You call it passing on in your language. It is one of the duties of a Soul Reaper. To ask if you believe me or not no longer seems necessary. So Ichigo seems convinced that she is who she says she is, or what she says she is. I will explain so that even a brat like you can understand. Be silent and listen. Now. So, stop, pause real quick. It's very interesting that Rukia is taking her time to do all this stuff. You would think it's like almost forbidden for Soul Reapers to even divulge this kind of stuff to humans, just because of the type of impact it could have on their lives or psyches as humans, like knowing ghosts and stuff exists like that, like really exists, right? So that's very interesting. Back to Rukia. Now, in this realm, there are 2 types of souls. The first type are the holes, the normal spirits, good spirits. The ghosts you know are this type. Now the other type, bad spirit, we call hollows. Hollows attack the living and the dead indiscriminately and devour their souls. Hollows are evil spirits. Any questions so far? As Rukia doodles. Why does your drawing suck so bad? Hey, what the? You took advantage of my helplessness. Let us continue, Monsieur General. She drew some mustache, French mustache on him. And I'm not even going to ask why she knows a little bit of French, but hey. We Soul Reapers have 2 principal duties. First, to conduct holes to the Soul Society by means of Kanso, which is the soul funeral, basically. So, yeah, soul going to the Soul Society. And second, to vaporize hollows, which is my mission now. Hang on, you mean there's a hollow around here? There is. Are you stupid? Don't stand there yapping, go vaporize it. Actually, I've not been able to sense its presence for some time now. What? Why not? What's the... And Ichigo is picking up on something. In fact, it looks like he's sensing something far more than Rukia is. What was that? Like some force obstructing my senses. Hey, Soul Reaper, what's wrong? What's wrong? That blood-curdling howl. What was that? Blood-curdling howl? And then Rukia starts to sense or pick up on the hollow as well, I guess. Maybe I heard it. That was the cry of a hollow, but it's like I'm hearing it through some unseen filter. What is it I'm sensing? But how could this one have heard the howl before I sensed it? Ah, that was Yuzu. Hey, where are you going? That horrible noise was the howl of a hollow. Yes, I'm going to go kill it. Stay here. Hold up, that's my family being attacked. Undo your spell, now. Don't be a fool. There is nothing you can do. You'll only succeed in adding to the body count. Be quiet and leave this to me. Understand? And she opens the door. And I'm guessing as she opens it, she gets hit with a wave of like malicious spirit energy. What? This spirit energy. I did not sense it until now? What is happening to me? Ichigo, are you okay? Karin. Good, it hasn't come this way. It happened so fast. Dad's back exploded and he fell. Then it went for me and Yuzu so fast. I thought I had to warn Ichigo. What is it? I didn't get a good look. I don't think Dad and Yuzu could see it. Ichigo, hurry, before it finds you. Run. It's okay, she just passed out. Stop, what are you doing? Stop. No human strength is enough to break the Kido. Ichigo is trying extremely hard to get up. He wants to save his family. If you force it, your soul will... And Ichigo breaks the binding Kido. Very main character-like, right? And Rukia is in full surprise as she says, impossible. He broke the Kido by his own power? That cannot be. Ichigo grabs the bat from his room and rushes down the stairs. What is he? Yuzu, Dad. And as we can see, the house is looking a mess. Ishin is on the floor bleeding, dying out. We don't know what's going on. And Ichigo looks over towards the hollow. And as it stares him down, he is visibly shocked. It's a hollow. When she said evil spirit, I thought it'd look human, but it's a monster. This is bad. Really bad. Why am I shaking? I'm not afraid of that thing. I've seen tons of ghosts. It's just another one. And then we can visually see it has Yuzu in its hand. And Ichigo gets visibly rattled by that. Yuzu, he shouts. Ichigo, she says. Ichigo dashes at the hollow with the baseball bat, intending to do some type of damage to it. But before he can, he gets hit first in the chest by the hollow. As he wiping himself off, he's got little scruff marks by his face, indicating he took some damage and the hollow is about to attack him again. But Rukia comes in before the hollow can attack him with the same arm he was going to use his sister that he was holding, and Rukia slices that arm. Now, not off, but it's enough to make the hollow drop Yuzu. Yuzu, you okay? Rukia says, stay calm, boy. The hollow has not eaten any of your family's souls yet. It hasn't? Not even the soul of your father, who lies on the floor. Wait, you said hollows attack people to eat their souls? So why'd that thing attack my family? Hollows are drawn to high levels of spirit energy, but they also attack opportunistically. What's that mean? I've never known a human who could see a Soul Reaper or break a binding spell before. I have never heard of a human with so much spirit energy. I believe he was looking for you. And Ichigo is, of course, in extreme shock. Me? Right? What? He was after me? All this was because of me? My dad's dying over there? Karin and Yuzu bleeding? All of this? Wait, that is not what I meant. And Rukia gets blindsided by the hollow. Probably like hit right in the head, if not like the shoulder or the stomach. She gets sent crashing to the wall. Ichigo says, Soul Reaper. Oh, I've had enough of you. Rukia says, I failed to guard my flank. How careless. Shameful. Then we see Ichigo staring down the hollow by himself. Hey, ugly, you want my soul? Then fight me like a man. Forget the others, it's me you want, so kill me. Ichigo trying to fight the hollow one-on-one. You fool! The hollow dashes at Ichigo. Ichigo looks prepared, he looks ready, but I don't think he has a plan. And he doesn't. He would have stood there and got eaten and bitten by the hollow. So it looks like Rukia thrusts herself in front of the hollow, almost getting bit in half, as we can see his teeth over here and teeth over here, meaning like his mouth is almost closed fully. What? Soul Reaper. Rukia says, you fool, as she took maximum damage from saving his life. Fool, did you think it would be over if you gave him your soul? Then you are a fool. She just called him a fool like maybe 3 times. Ichigo says, I'm sorry. I just wanted to. I fear I cannot console you. I am too badly injured to fight it. It is a matter of time until we all become its food. Ichigo saying to himself, it's all my fault. We're all gonna die. Rukia asks, do you wish to save your family? Just tell me how. I'll do anything. Tell me. There is a way. I should say, there's only one way. She unsheathes her Zanpakuto and tells him, you must become a Soul Reaper. Ichigo, visibly shocked. What? What are you talking about? I can't be a... Rukia says you can. Place the point of Zanpakuto, Ghost Cutter, over your heart, and I will infuse you with half of my Soul Reaper powers, my Dark Force. You will temporarily have the powers of a Soul Reaper to give you a chance against the Hollow. Are you sure? Can you do something like that? I do not know. Perhaps because your soul is so powerful, but the chance of success is low. And if we fail, you die. But there's no other way. No time to ponder it. Ichigo, Yuzu calls out. Where are you, Ichigo? Ichigo says, Yuzu, is she having a bad dream? Don't come. Danger. Run, Ichigo. This is so bad. My sisters worrying about me when they were in danger. To consider my own safety now, I'd have to be a real punk to do that. Give me the sword, Soul Reaper. We'll try your plan. Rukia says, not Soul Reaper. I am Rukia Kuchiki. Oh, Ichigo Kurosaki. Nice to meet ya. Let's pray this won't be our last meeting. The hollow's coming. We must hurry. The hollow dashes forward, screaming. Ichigo takes the Zanpakuto, points it almost to his neck. That's scary. Ready? Yes. And pierces himself. Oh yeah, hold up. Let's go back and look at that. So a vast amount of, I'm guessing, spirit energy surges out of Ichigo. The hollow is visibly surprised. Ichigo looks like he's transforming. And immediately he blitzes the mess out of the hollow, cutting off its arm and appearing behind him or beside it, either one. And this is the face of our MC, confident and brimming with life. And as we can see, he is in a full Shuhakusho with his Zanpakuto almost being longer than his entire body. Rukia says, no, I meant for only half. I've lost all of my powers. And this sensation, like before, I could not sense the hollow's presence. So she's feeling the same feeling she was feeling when she couldn't sense the hollow in Ichigo's room, basically. And I heard it as through some unseen filter. Why did I not realize this earlier? My senses were being jammed by an incredible force. But he was the source of it. That room was full of spirit energy. From him. That was what confused my senses. So we see, and this is why I said in the beginning, when Rukia first came to Karakura town, was she sensing Ichigo this whole time? Or was she sensing the hollow this whole time? Right? It's very interesting to think about, because we're now being confirmed that the spirit energy was really coming from him. Never have I heard of a human who could see a Soul Reaper. Never have I seen a human break a binding spell. The Zanpakuto responds to dark force by changing shape. Never have I seen it so huge. So the Zanpakuto responds to dark force by changing shape. The shape of Ichigo's dark force, or the amount, of course, is reflected in his Zanpakuto, which he uses to cut off the leg of the hollow. Look at his stance, using a very good slicing stance. Kubo knew what he was doing. Ichigo knew what he was doing in the early stages. So Ichigo says, that's for attacking my family, you fish-faced freak. What in the world? Rukia says. And then Ichigo finishes off the hollow with a strike to the head. Rukia then says, is this child... and Ichigo in his last stance from hitting the hollow. And that was chapter 1.